What do you say we send off the weekend with a great game of football, everybody? The stage is set. It is Sunday night primetime here on EA Sports. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday night primetime between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. On the Broncos sideline, you get a look at their head coach. His side has won 2 in a row. Across the field, head coach of the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. His guys all ready to go here on Christmas Eve. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kate Scott, along with Brock Heward. Kicker Cameron Dicker. Looks all set down there. And we're off in Sunday night primetime. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense, getting that ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but don't you dare sleep on his legs, because he will hurt you with his athleticism too. And oh, by the way, did I mention a maturity well beyond his years?
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And a good business decision there as he covers up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that, actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
The biggest mistake he could make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up, and they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Catch is made, that's Trey Harris. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a 29-yard gain, and that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
380.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
380. 380. Set.
Hampton gets the handoff. And he takes it down to the 33. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Ready? 380.
First down, and they go right back to it. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Set. 380. Go.
Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
6 defensive backs out there. Broncos going dime here on 3rd down.
Kappa. Set.
To the air on 3rd and long. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now Nix. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Nix trying to sneak it. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And he's found many a gift in the end zone this season. As we work through December, he is currently tops in the league in rushing scores. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Set. Delta. Set. Ready.
Here's Hampton to open the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Set. 380. Run. Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Who should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
And he is down inside the 35-yard line. Like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Running it with Hampton. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Count it. Go.
Play action now for Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Set. Black 80, black. Ready.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he sails that one over the end zone. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Fielded at the 7. Jukes away from one. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. 1st and 10 from the 32. Play action with Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two.
And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Set. Wide 80. Wide 80 hut.
Shotgun give to Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
380. Good hut. 380. Good hut. Set.
Again, it's Hampton. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Herbert now to throw on third. That's caught for the first. And they are going to be in great shape here. He gets this down to the 6. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal. That's 1 quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. 7-3 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points.
Set.
Hampton on the pitch. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers push their lead to 3. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. Oh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's in the midst of a phenomenal season. Right now you can see he's 2nd in the league in touchdown receptions. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver. Nix from the gun. Finds the in route complete. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. It's Harvey straight ahead. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Nicks off the play action. Caught, nice gain left side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down. Off the play fake, here's Nicks. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a second quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Bronk, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Bates tacks on the extra point, and the Broncos take a 4-point lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This is Hampton, right side. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Kappa.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Set. 380. Cut. Ready.
Now Herbert to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Ready. Kappa. Set.
Going right this time with Hampton. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Like his dad before him, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. on the tackle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
To throw, Herbert. Complete over the middle. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
380. Cut. Go.
It's caught left side by Harris. And he'll go down here at the 16.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Herbert now. Brought in. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. Going jumbo set on this first and goal.
Set. Green 80. Green hot. White 80. White 80 hot. Ready.
They'll run with Hampton. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Going the wrong way. It's second and goal now, back at the 12.
Set. Black 80. Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Throws caught, and they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's third and goal.
Delta. Set. Set.
Herbert from the gun. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers push their lead to 3. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Nix with it on first. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. And you're going to be just fine.
Connects on the crosser. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Nix to throw again. He completes it in traffic. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Aziz Ojulari getting there for the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll throw again. Nix. That's him on the quick hitter. Wow, and he's about as close to the first as you can get, partner. Down to the 31, but didn't get it. It's 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Nix now, 3rd and 1. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Herbert back to throw. Lays out. What a catch. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
Yeah, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
380. Ready.
Throwing now, Herbert. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Cameron Dicker out for the Chargers now to attempt this field goal. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. Dicker connects there, and that'll double their lead to 6. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Final 3 weeks of the regular season witching hour, when playoff teams become also-rans and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Tampa, the Buccaneers at home to take on the Saints in the NFC South. And this is the Bucs quarterback. He's going to find some open space, and he is gone. 32 yards on the touchdown run. Next up, how about a trip to Vegas, everybody? Checking in on the Raiders as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the Raiders quarterback. He'll find his tight end, Brock Bowers, in the end zone, touchdown. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo, the Bills hosting the LA Rams. And this is Josh Allen. He'll look to the end zone and find his man 33 yards on the touchdown pass. The Bills win their second straight as they get the victory here. With that, time for a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Things getting interesting now as the regular season starts to wind down. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set. 380. Set.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Set. 380. Set.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Gets it downfield, on target to Ganson. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
1st and 10, here's Hampton. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Go.
Back to Hampton. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Set.
Herbert. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It appears that all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's second down.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Black 80, black.
It's Hampton on second. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chargers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Jim Harbaugh sticking with his offense. They're going for 2.
Lion. Ready.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route.
Whoa.
When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. It is caught left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. We've set of downs from 37. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd down, give to Harvey. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
That's caught for the 1st. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
From the red zone on 1st. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. He brings it in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Nix. Dump off caught by his back. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Once more, it's Nix. Yeah, set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Need a touchdown here as they line up for 3rd and goal. Throwing again. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Now the field goal unit runs on for its 2nd try tonight. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that gets him back to within 11.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his 1st attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Route. Set.
Hampton gets the handoff. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Set. Ready. Route. Take it. Go.
Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That one hits for 30. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45.
Set. Wide out. Wide out. Set.
They'll run it here with Hampton. And he has this down to the 34. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Really 2 elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number 1, you got to sell it. Right? You really got to sell and get that defense moving. And then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Ready.
This is Hampton. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Green hot.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Set. Kappa. Ready.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers push their lead to 18. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. He'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped by Deion Henley.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Nix from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Trying for the deep ball. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he's going to call for the fair catch here at the 38-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Set. Delta. Set. Set.
Here's Hampton to open the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. It's the Chargers with the football and a comfortable lead as they try to finish off this win. Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Back. Hey, go lion. Set.
Again, it's Hampton. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Kappa. Go.
Herbert now to throw on third. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
380. Set.
Hampton now up the middle. Kicked it outside, found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
380.
Hampton gets it out of his own read. Ooh, and that was close, but they're going to have to get this on third down now. Gain is to the 27.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Set. 380. 380. Ready.
Third down give to Hampton. Tried to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
You felt it the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a first down.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this.
Set. 380. Ready.
Trying with Hampton. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
Going to the ground again on first. Oh, he drops a cut to the right. And they take this in for the score. The Chargers keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers continue piling on to this lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Counterplay here, Warren. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
On 2nd down, Warren. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
On first down, it's Nix. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. Hits him on the out route. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Broncos first down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Nix off the play action. Campbell hauls it in. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. He sent a man in motion. On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Nix, quick out wide, complete. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Nix trying to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
They got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. It's Nix out of the pistol. Catch made. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding a big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
4-step. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos putting up points in a game decided. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Broncos make it an 18-point game. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. New set of downs from 37.
Set. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Go.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. And he'll get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's 2nd down now.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers getting closer to their 13th win of the season. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Set. Delta. Set. Set.
Herbert gonna tuck and run. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not gonna get past the line. It's gonna be 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Set. 380. Run. Ready.
Running it with Hampton. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Set.
Line up the design keeper.
Set.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Black 80. Black. Run.
They're drawing up for him. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.